Hello, everyone. In this video, I want to talk about custom formats. Custom formats are not really calculations. They are simply a way for you to present the data differently. So the underlying value remains the same, but the way you present is different. Now, it's quite a wide area, and there's a lot to go through. In case you're interested in going through this in more detail, then I have a video on YouTube. I will share the link here as well, and you can go through that. But there's a lot more that you will find on the internet. And it's one of those areas where, yes, it's easy to learn, but it's a lot to master, so you will constantly be able to find people doing some wonderful, amazing things with it, really complex things. In this video, I want to show to you the basic idea of what custom formats are and how we can work with them. Now we have some numbers here, and you can see that some of these are positive, some of these are negative. There are zero values, and there are some missing values that right now have been mentioned as in any. To go to custom format, we can right click and go to format cells, or the keyboard shortcut is Ctrl+1. When we go to format cells, I will go to custom, and this looks quite confusing, but let me explain what this is. Now there are 4 parts to this: the positive, the negative, the zero, and the text value. For example, if I want my positive number to come in green color, then in a bracket, I can just write green and then put a 0. Now, how do I define my negative number? I will put a semicolon. That means now I'm defining the negative number. This will be a red, and this will be a -0. Another semicolon. Now I'm defining a 0 value. So maybe my 0 value I would like to show as 3 dashes. So I'm just putting this in a double quote. And then finally, any text value I simply want to write as missing. I will copy this, and I'll also keep it here so that all of you can see this. So very nicely, you notice that we get the positive number in green, negative in red, 0 values as 3 dashes, and any NA as a missing value, or for that matter, any text value as a missing. Then there are other things you can do. For example, if in the custom format, I also write POS in double quote and NEG in double quote. So what's going to happen is that my result is going to look like this. So there's a lot you can do to sort of play around with it. And like I said, this is just the absolute basic that I'm sharing with you. There would be a lot more that you'll be able to find online. Let me just update this. There we go. Let me also show you how we can work with dates. So let's say we have a date here, which is 12th July 2022. Once again, I go to custom format, and here you can see that I can control the date in very interesting ways. So right now, if I don't give a type, it just shows me 44754, which is basically a number denoting the date. If I write D, it shows me 12, which is nothing but the current date. DD is also 12. If it was 5, it would have been 5 for D and 05 for DD. DDD will show me 3 letters of the day of the week, which is TUE. DD shows me Tuesday. Similarly, M is 7, MM is 07, MMM is JUL, MMMM is July, and then Y will at least be 2 numbers, so 22, and then 3, YYY or YYYY will be 2022. So very cool, very easy to work with, and there are a lot of interesting ways in which you can mix and match and customize it. So do search online. There's a lot of stuff available on it. People have written books on how to work with custom formats. But the basic idea is that you want to change not the underlying number, but only the way the number appears to the user. And you can, of course, do a lot with it, because the way you make it present to the user in a report is fantastic. The underlying number is the same, the calculations are the same, but the way it appears to the user is different. In fact, I have another video and I just put the link for all of you. So this is an Excel custom format for Indian currency. So a lot of people ask me this question, a lot of clients ask me this question, that what do we do if I want to show it in thousands, lakhs, crores? It's a little complex, but then you don't really have to learn any of this. You just have to learn to copy my piece of text and put it in your own file. So I will share this link with everybody as well. So have fun with the topic, very interesting area. But the deeper you get into it, you realize there's so much more that you have to learn.